Hi everyone, I'm Emily. It's so great to practice with you today. Our practice today is going to be a full body tune-up. You don't need a lot of props. If you have a mat, great. If you have something to kind of lift your hips up on in a seat, perfect. If not, then you can always improvise. And want to say that anything that you feel like you need to modify or skip, always do that. Always let this practice meet your body where it desires to be met and to what will be most nourishing. So we'll take our seat to start. Anything that feels comfortable here, Sukhasana, legs even forward, bent works well. Sitting nice and tall, let your crown of your head reach skyward. Close down your eyes briefly and feel that your skull is stacking above your ribs and your ribs stacking above the pelvis. The spine is long and spacious, and the femur bones begin to ease towards the earth. Take a big, full breath in, and a nice, full breath out. Take a moment here, observing your body in this unique space and time. Letting go of anything that came directly before this practice or anything that you're anticipating later. And choosing to be here fully now, to the best of your ability. Eyes softly open. Take an inhale and reach your arms overhead. Big, full breath. And then exhale, take your right arm by your side, reach your left arm over, a little bend in your right elbow, creating space in the side of your neck, pulling the shoulder away from the ear. And then next inhale, two arms reach up. And exhale to the other side. Big breath in and out here. And then inhale, two arms will reach up. Exhale, one breath out to the right. Inhale, lift up as tall as you can. And then one breath out to the left. Inhaling up. And then exhale, reach your arms as they come all the way down. Touch the finger pads onto the ground. Feel the earth. Notice the steadiness of the ground here. And then we'll place the hands on the knees. Shift your shins so that they're not stacked on top of each other. And then start to take some big circles with your spine. So we're going to transition here into Sufi rolls. And the idea is that your spine is moving in one big circular direction, as if it were a spoon stirring the pot of your pelvic floor. Pelvic bowl. And to couple the breath with this, when your heart comes forward, it's a big breath in. And when your heart pulls back, it's a nice big exhale. Just a few more. See if you can maintain a focal point. And then softly coming to stillness in the center, lifting tall through the crown of the head. Good. And then let's change directions. Inhale the heart forward, exhale pulling back, going as slow or as fast feels right for you. And using your hands on your knees to stir this movement, to really help add any support that your spine needs as you move. Mouth is relaxed, eyes are soft. Last one. Back to center. Lift tall, reach your arms up, take a big breath in. You'll hold at the top, interlace your fingers, steeple your pointer finger, keep holding the breath, lift up tall, and then exhale, release. Big breath out. And again, hands on the ground, feeling the earth. Good. All right, let's shift forward and find tabletop. Pad your knees if you like, if that feels supportive. And then spread your fingers wide as you arrive. Really hold the ground with your finger pads, turning on Astabandha, the hand lock, bringing awareness and energy to your connection to the earth. With an inhale, the belly lowers down, the tail tilts up, heart reaches forward, neck nice and long, cow. And exhale, curl in, push the ground away and gaze towards your belly button. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat, initiating the movement with a tilt of the pelvis. Adding on, inhale into cow, tuck your toes, stretch through your feet a little. And exhale, untuck your toes as you turn towards cat. One more like that. Inhale with a little tuck, opening up through the feet. And then exhale, curling in, gazing towards the belly button. Nice. Coming to a neutral spine, we're going to sit back onto our heels with your toes tucked under, further opening through the soles of the feet. Go easy on this. If it feels like too much at any point, you can lift up, give your feet a break, take your arms to a T, push your palms away as you sit back on the heels, take a big breath in, and then exhale, make a fist and curl in as you lift up onto your knees. We're working into the wrists and the feet. So inhale, sit back, push the arms away. And then exhale, curl in and sit up onto the knees. Last one, inhale, push, sit back. And then exhale, sit up and make that fist. Awesome. Now sit back onto your heels. Take the backs of your wrists together to touch with your hands in a fist. And see, you can kind of adjust the height here to adjust the intensity. So if you want it to be a little bit more, you kind of pull your fist down towards your knees, or if you need to lessen, you lift the hands up. And we're here just for 2 full breaths. Saying hello to the wrists, lift up off the feet if at any point it's too much. And then letting go, releasing. Flick the fingers a few times, roll through the wrists. And then let's move our blanket to the side, if you had it. We'll come to downward facing dog from here. Fingers spread. Awaken your wrists, awaken your hands. And taking a nice big stretch and extension for the spine. So your knees can bend a lot here if you're feeling tight in the backs of your legs. This main focus is to lift the tail as high as you can and reach your hands in opposition. Nice big full breaths. And then we'll kind of shift forward onto the knees. We're going to take our elbows down to the ground. Finding shoulder distance with the elbows. So you're clasping opposite elbows to start measuring that. And then usually we go a little bit more narrow to be safe. Interlace the fingers, release your pinky finger, steepling it, and then step back with your feet into forearm plank. So we're using this as a moment to get really connected into the core. And so we push down through our elbows really strong. And with that push down, we wrap the shoulder blades towards the side body and puff up the upper back. So it's as if I took my hand and placed it in between your shoulder blades and you kind of pushed up into it. The legs are strong and awake, navel pulling in softly. Take 3 breaths. Nice. Lower your knees down. Let that one go. It can be a big sensation. And already with just a few breaths there,
The heat starts to build. Coming to downward facing dog from there. Big breath in and out, sigh it out through the mouth if you like, let something go. And then walk your hands back to meet your feet, coming to a forward fold at the back of your mat. And you're going to start to walk your hands over to the right, bend your right knee a little bit if you need, if that feels a little more spacious in your body. Shake your head out completely. Head is heavy. And then walk your hands over to the left. Bend your left knee slightly. Shake the head. And coming back to center, the knees soften. We slowly roll the spine up, one vertebra at a time. The head is the last thing to come into place. And the shoulders roll back, and we arrive. Take an inhale from here. Reach your arms up, big lift. And then big breath out, arms down. And we'll transition to the top of the mat with a bit of an opening for the hips. So we're going to step onto the right leg and pull the left knee into the chest. Hold it there with your hands and then squeeze it in as high as you can. And then step the left foot down, hug the right knee in, give it a big squeeze. And then we'll add on, step the right foot down, hug the left knee in with your left hand, and then reach the right arm overhead. Good, set it down, switch sides. Right knee in, left arm up, lift tall. And then 2 feet down at the top of your mat. Take an inhale, arms reach up. And exhale, arms down. Step back with your left foot. Let your right foot be at the top of your mat for warrior 2. So the front heel intersects your back mid-arch. Arms reach to a T, really steady with this front knee, pushing it open towards the right and making sure that it doesn't buckle in. Let your palms face up, relax through your shoulders, and then take your focal point straight past your right fingertips. Breathe. Maybe you lunge a little deeper into that front knee, but still steadily pushing down through the back foot. One more breath here. And then inhale, arms reach up, straighten the right knee, lift through the belly, and exhale right back, warrior 2. And then straighten your front knee, arms float down, gaze forward, big step to the top of your mat. We'll switch sides. Step back with your right foot, warrior 2, second side. And for this one, we're going to turn the palms to face down. The more kind of traditional shape. The elbows are a little bit bent. We're relaxed here in the sides of the neck. You might even kind of gaze side to side or shake the head out if you tend to hold tension there. 2 more breaths. Relax the mouth. Relax the eyes. Next inhale, reach up, lift tall, really strong in your legs. And then exhale deeply back into warrior 2. Inhale, straighten the front knee, arms float down, and then step to the top of your mat. Take your feet wide, toes out, heels in, and sit down into Malasana. Hands will meet at your heart center, elbows pushing into the inside of the knees. And if you need, you place a blanket underneath your heels here, if your heels are lifting off the ground. Let's take a big breath in and a big breath out. One more inhale here. And when exhale comes, I want you to come up halfway, pushing into your feet really strong in your legs. Inhale here. And then exhale all the way up to stand. Inhale, arms reach up. Hands meet at the heart, and we exhale halfway down. Big breath in. Exhale all the way down. We'll stay here. Take your right hand, hold your left shin if you can. Place your left palm onto your thigh and start to straighten this arm. getting a little bit of length in your side body. If that doesn't feel good, you can take the right hand to the outside here towards the right and just reach up with the left arm. So 2 variations, whatever feels best in your body. Breathing in and out. And switching sides. So either the left hand holds the right ankle and the right hand touches the top of the thigh to start to straighten, or left hand to the outside, palm facing down, reach up with the right arm. If this is tough for you, totally normal. This is a lot for the hips, but a great place to work, and it's very functional to practice these shapes. And then let that go. We'll sit back onto our seat, and we're going to come slowly onto the back, using our core to arrive on the back. So the arms reach forward, root through the soles of your feet, slowly down, and then release. Nice. Let your arms rest, palms facing up, legs a little bit wide, taking up space. And we'll take just a moment here for Shavasana, practicing letting everything just melt into the earth, opening to grace, no longer holding. And placing your hands on your belly, one at the heart. Feeling the touch of your hands and this mudra of compassion and kindness. You're welcome to rest here for as long as feels right for you in your body. Feel free. Never any problem to hold Shavasana for a nice long practice of being at ease, letting things go, and resting. Thank you so much for practicing. Hope I get to practice with you again soon.